Good morning, students. So it's time to discuss the question answers of the first chapter. We've already discussed A Letter to God, where Lencho's crops were completely spoiled, ruined by the hailstorm, and he was left with nothing but only hope. The hope was help from God. So let's start with the discussion of question answers. On page number 5, we have the oral comprehension check. The first question over there is, what did Lencho hope for? So according to the story we had studied till here, Lencho hoped for showers, downpour, or we can say rain. Lencho hoped for rain, since this rain was going to help him out. His fields, his corn field would have a good harvest only after this downpour. Second question over there is, why did Lencho say the raindrops were like new coins? Why did he compare the raindrops with new coins? Just like coins, good harvest. These raindrops are going to give Lencho a good harvest of corn crops. When sold, would make him profit, get the profit after selling these crops. That's why every single drop of rain has been compared to coin, new coins that he would get after selling the crops. Next question is, how did the rain change? What happened to Lencho's field? What did the rain change into? How did the rain change? Rain suddenly became hailstorm. Instead of raindrops falling, hailstones started falling, and the atmosphere changed completely. The same rain or raindrops which are going to help Lencho grow his crops, have a good harvest, suddenly ruined the whole crops. What happened to Lencho's fields? The fields were completely destroyed by these hailstones, and the complete field looked like snow had fallen over it, like it had been covered with salt. The next question over there is, what were Lencho's feelings when the hail stopped? Lencho was completely depressed and sad. His excitement had been over. This excitement had turned into depression, because now he had been left with nothing. He was left with nothing. His crops were destroyed. His hope of earning profit by selling these crops completely destroyed. And he was only expecting that somebody would help him. How this year he is going to feed his family. Okay, the next page number 6, we have the oral comprehension check. What or who did Lencho have faith in? What did he do? Like every single person, when we are left with nothing, the ultimate door, the last door that we have is the door of God. We turn to God. So who or what did Lencho have faith in? Lencho had complete faith in God, that he would not go hungry. God would definitely help him. What did he do? He thought of writing a letter to God. He was definitely a farmer, but he was a literate farmer, so he thought of writing a letter to God asking some money to sow his crops again. Who read the letter? When the letter reached the post office, postmaster himself read the letter written to God. What did the postmaster do then? Postmaster, being a kind fellow, thought that this man is depressed and he has firm faith in God. Such a faith that he has written letter to God. So let's help him in the name of God. Let's not shake his faith in God. So postmaster thought of collecting some amount in order to send money to Lencho. Please turn over to page 7. There are also 2 oral comprehension check questions. Was Lencho surprised to find a letter for him with money in it? No, Lencho was not at all surprised to find a letter along with the money. Such was his faith in God that he expected, if I have asked for help from God, God is going to help me. So it was not at all a surprise for Lencho. It was something that Lencho had already expected. But what made him angry? The second question asks, what made him angry? Yes, this is a typical question as well as an important question. The fact that he asked for 100 pesos from God in order to sow his corn crops again, but he found a letter with only 70 pesos. So he thought the remaining money, the remaining amount has been taken up by the post office employees. These thoughts made him feel angry. But the truth wasn't this. The truth was that this amount also was collected in the name of charity from everyone as a part of their salaries, as charity amount from various people coming to the post office in order to help Lencho in this time of need. So let's discuss the questions given in thinking about the text. Who does Lencho have complete faith in? Which sentences in the story tell you this? You can find out those sentences which tell you that Lencho has complete faith in God, because he was not at all surprised to see an answer, a reply letter from God as well as 70 pesos. So we know that he has complete faith in God. The sentences from the story you can write in your answer. Why does the postmaster send money to Lencho? Why does he sign the letter God? Postmaster, being a kind fellow, understood the situation of Lencho, that this man's crop has been completely ruined and he's in need of money and he's asking for help from God. And we know that a man who has firm faith in God has written a letter to God. So let him not be depressed and think that there is no God. Let's help him out so that his faith in God remains unshaken. That's why the postmaster thought of collecting this much amount and sending this much amount as money sent by God to Lencho. Why did he sign the letter God? Because he wanted to show Lencho that God has heard your request and he is only helping you. Although he himself helped Lencho, the postmaster, the post office employees, and everyone who collected the money and for this noble cause had sent the help. But the reality was that he wanted Lencho to understand that this money had been sent by God, so as his faith in God's remains unshaken. That's why he signs the letter God. Did Lencho try to find out who had sent the money? Why and why not? No, Lencho never tried to find out who had sent the money, because his faith in God was such that he expected that God would answer. God would definitely send him without a second thought, without a doubt in his mind that God is not going to send me the money. He had expected God will, and God actually sent him the money. That is why he had complete, firm faith in God. That is the reason he did not try to find out who had sent the money. Who does Lencho think has taken the rest of the money? Lencho thinks that the remaining amount out of 100 pesos, 70 has been sent. The remaining amount has been taken by the post office employees and calls them a bunch of crooks. What is the irony in the situation? Let me explain you, children, what is irony of situation. Irony of situation is something is expected to you. What happens is the opposite of it. What happens is the opposite of it. Let me explain you through an example. A lady is keeping a fast of Karwa Chauth, expecting his husband to live for 100 years. Okay. But then what happens in this? The situation turns out to be an irony of situation, that his husband on the road meets with an accident. So unexpected something. Definitely this happens in this story also. The people who had sent this money as much they could, with that effort they had put in to collect this amount to help Lencho, were called bunch of crooks, which is quite unexpected. Those were the most honest, the most helping people ever Lencho would have met. And the same people have been called crooks by Lencho. Those who helped him have been called as dishonest. So in this situation, what is expected is Lencho would try to find out who had sent the money. Lencho would say a word of gratitude for them. But unexpected to this, Lencho calls them a bunch of crooks in the second letter, where he says, God, you must have sent the entire amount, but the post office employees have taken some amount out of this. So, irony of situation is an unexpected aspect of it. It is strange, amusing, because it is the opposite of what is expected. That the same has been explained to you, children. Are there people like Lencho in the real world? What kind of a person would you say he is? Are there people like Lencho in the real world? We don't know. We know that no, people like Lencho are not seen in the world, because in this world, our eyes only call it miracle. What we expect, if we get that, we say it's our hard work. And something unexpected for the human beings is a miracle to them. People like Lencho are hardly seen. But the truth is that if you become like Lencho and have complete faith in God, definitely God sends his messengers to help us. We can try it at any moment in our life. What kind of a person would you say he is? You may select appropriate words from the box to answer the question. Was he greedy? No. Was he knave? Yes. Was he stupid? Not at all. But definitely he was ungrateful. He should have been grateful to those employees who helped him, because they were the true messengers of God. Selfish? Not at all. Comical? No. Unquestioning? Yeah, he can be called as he had unquestioning faith in God. That if I ask for something from that omnipresent, omnipotent God, he is going to help me. There are two kinds of conflict in the story: between humans and nature, and between humans themselves. How are these conflicts illustrated? Human and nature, conflict means something you expect from nature and something else happens. So what is the conflict between? Conflict means both the things do not stand according to each other. The nature doesn't go according to human wishes. This is the conflict, we can say. So what is the conflict between human and nature? Lencho is expecting rain. He's calling the raindrops as coins, new coins. If the rain comes, he will have a good harvest. This good harvest is going to make him get a good profit. But what happened? Nature is something unexpected. So nature doesn't seem to go according to the wishes of Lencho. What happens? Instead of rain, hailstones occur and ruin, complete crops of Lencho are ruined or destroyed. So this is the conflict between humans and nature. And conflict between humans and humans, unexpectedly, humans do not help each other. There are rivalry between each other, jealousy, envy, all that. So we are expecting God to help us. We trust God, but do not trust each other. Lencho had firm faith in God that God would send him this amount as a help to sow his crops again. But he could not trust the employees, the human beings who had actually helped him by collecting this amount to help him sow his crops again. So conflict, unexpected. Human beings helped and he did not rely on human beings only. So these two conflicts have been discussed in this story. I hope I'm clear with what I've explained. Thank you.